Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Transfer window has ended and a lot of clubs have made very good signings. Some have brought in players who will be squad players. Some have brought in players who are going to be very influential to the team. So today on the video I'm going to talk about your club's best signing or the player who will be very important or beneficial to the club this season. This is according to my own discretion. So if you are here for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell. You can like it, share the video so that others can see it. Let us get to 500 subscribers by the end of this month. So let's get straight into the video. Here is your club's best signing of the window. Arsenal, Thomas Partey. Now, a lot can be mentioned about Gabriel. Gabriel has been very good since coming in. Like, Arsenal really needed a defender. They needed to bring somebody in to help out from the back. And Gabriel has done that so far. But we cannot deny the fact that Arsenal need more of Thomas Partey than Gabriel because since Patrick Vieira, Arsenal has found it difficult to get a player who will shield the back four. Even though Partey is not much of a defensive midfielder, but he's going to be very beneficial to the Arsenal midfield. Last season alone, Thomas Partey recorded more interceptions and also tackles than any other Arsenal midfielder. The only midfielder that comes close is Granit Xhaka, and as we all know, Granit Xhaka is not a tackler. So this means that the arrival of Partey is going to free up some space or is going to free up some opportunity for Xhaka to or lessen his role in terms of tackling and also interceptions. So Partey coming into this Arsenal midfield is going to be very beneficial. Combining Partey and Xhaka and Ceballos in the same midfield is going to be very deadly. Many people could say it's Gabriel, but I say Thomas Partey is going to be the Arsenal's most important signing this season. Barcelona Dest. Now, since the departure of Daniel Alves, Barcelona have had problems having a very good right back. The likes of Sergio Roberto, Nelson Semedo have played there, but they had very big problems in terms of replacing Daniel Alves or finding a better right back to replace it. But the arrival of Dest is going to be very, very important. Even though you can't say he's going to be like Daniel Alves, but he's going to be very influential to the team. Last season in the Eredivisie, out of 20 appearances, Des gave 5 assists. That's an assist every 4 games. And not bad for a 19-year-old. And playing this Barcelona team with the likes of Messi, Griezmann, or play on the same wings with Messi, and this Barcelona team will have more possession. I think Dest is going to be very influential and it's going to be very important in Barcelona's game, especially going forward, because that's one of his strengths going forward. And he's not going to have that much defensive role on him, so he's going to be very, very beneficial in terms of going forward. You could mention Pjanic. No, Pjanic is going to be a very good signing. He's going to be a very good player, but I don't think Dest or Pjanic performance this season will outweigh that of Dest because I think Dest performance this season is going to be high because of his style of play and also the team he finds himself in. Bayern Munich Sane. Now, the arrival of Sane to Bayern Munich has helped Bayern Munich to assemble one of the deadliest front three in the world with Gnabry, Lewandowski, and Sane. I think this is one of the deadliest front three in the world. Now, since Robin has left Bayern Munich, the arrival of Sane is going to be very beneficial to Bayern Munich because more of a left winger and also he's not going to be that very much the Robin style or he's not going to be like Robin, but he's going to be very beneficial in terms of counter attack. He has the pace, he can dribble, he can score, he can create chances. So I think the arrival of Sane to Bayern Munich is going to be very, very influential to the team. And this season, he will be one of the best signings of Bayern Munich, or should I say, the best signings in the world, if only he is able to remain fit to the end of the season. Chelsea, Timo Werner. Timo Werner hasn't kicked the ground running, even though he had a couple of goals this season. But we have not seen him at his ultimate best because we know what Timo Werner is capable of. And look at this Chelsea team. Since from last season, Chelsea have had a lot of problems, even not just last season, but since the departure of Thiago Costa, Chelsea has had a very big problem in terms of getting attackers or a goal scorer. And having Timo Werner into this team is going to give Chelsea the opportunity to have a natural or a very prolific goal scorer into the team. Because last season in the Bundesliga, he scored a lot of goals, even though he didn't end the season because of the transfer, but he scored a lot of goals in the Champions. So adding Werner into this Chelsea team is going to be very important because they've brought in the like of Ziyech and the like of Werner. Even though some can say Ziyech could be one of their best signings because he'll be very good at creating chances, very good at scoring, can give assists, can dribble. But I think Werner in this team with Ziyech and Havertz and Pulisic is going to be a very deadly player if only he gets adapted to the Premier League. Juventus, Arthur Melo. Now, Arthur Melo from Barcelona to Juventus has caused a lot of controversy, and also it has divided a lot of opinions among fans. Some fans say Barcelona shouldn't have sold Arthur Melo, but Juventus have the better deal in my opinion, because I think Arthur Melo, his style of play, he's not going to be more like Pjanic, but he's going to be like a player who dictates the play. And look at the Juventus team; they don't have a player like that. Their only player who could dictate play was Pjanic, and Pjanic has left. And looking at the age of Arthur Melo and also his potential, he's going to be a player who is going to be there for a very, very long time. And this season, with his style of play, I don't think he needs that much time to adapt, because players who are that type of players don't find it difficult to adapt, no, because dictating the play in a team like Juventus, where you'll be having more of the possession, is going to be much easier. And coming from Barcelona, you're already adapted or used to that kind of play. So being in that team is going to be very important for Juventus. And I think Arthur Melo will be Juventus' best signing. Liverpool, Thiago Alcantara. Liverpool haven't made that much business this season. They brought in Thiago Jota and Thiago Alcantara. Now, the arrival of Thiago Alcantara to Liverpool is one of the best signings in the Premier League this season. It's going to be one of the best signings in the world this season. For a fee of around 30 million, I think having Thiago Alcantara, a world-class player at that particular price, is it's a big steal. It's a big steal for Liverpool, because he's going to be very important in the Liverpool team. Looking at his style of play, very good at dictating play, his passing, his vision, and having Mane and Salah up front with the pace they have and getting behind his passes, I think he's going to be very, very important to the Liverpool play. The only Liverpool player who you could compare and say he would play like Thiago Alcantara would be Henderson. And I think in terms of ability and quality, I don't think Henderson comes anywhere near Thiago Alcantara, because he can dictate play, he can control the tempo of a game, he can play more like a box-to-box midfielder, he can play centrally, he can even play an attacking midfielder. So I think Thiago Alcantara into this Liverpool team is going to be very, very deadly. Man City, Nathaniel Ake. Man City have made a lot of good signings this season. They've brought in Torres, they've brought in Ruben Diaz, but I think the best signing, or one of their best signing this season, is going to be Nathaniel Ake. Now, Ruben Diaz is a defender, very decent defender, can play in the back two, back three. He can also organize the back four or the back. So I think Ruben Diaz is going to be a very good signing. But their best signing this season is going to be Nathaniel Ake. Now, the reason why I'm saying Nathaniel Ake is that even though he's going to be more like a replacement or a squad player, no, he's going to be like a squad player in terms of injuries or rest that he plays. But Nathaniel Ake can play as a left back, he can play as a central defender. And Man City most of the times have had problems with left backs, to an extent that they even had to sometimes play Cancelo as a left back. But having Nathaniel Ake, once in a while he could cover in at the left back position, and also in terms of injuries to the likes of Ruben Diaz or Laporte, he could also play in centrally. So I think he's going to be their most important signing. And also with the style of Man City, I think he's going to be very beneficial to them. He's very comfortable on the ball, very confident, can dictate play. He's just going to be a very good signing for Manchester City. Manchester United, Van de Beek. Now, Manchester United haven't made that much signings this season, so it's hard for me to pick out somebody. But you cannot leave out the quality of Van de Beek. Van de Beek has very good quality. Last season in the Eredivisie, he recorded or he earned more penalties than any other player. This shows his ability in getting into the box and also getting back. And he's very good in holding the ball. He can control the tempo of the play. More of a box-to-box midfielder, can play as an attacking midfielder. So this is going to be very important to Manchester United's play in terms of build-up, because having a front three of Martial, Rashford, and Daniel James or Bruno Fernandes with Van de Beek behind them is going to be very massive. And playing him with the likes of Pogba or McTominay in the midfield is going to be very beneficial to Manchester United, because you can see his quality in terms of getting forward and also getting back to help the defense. Real Madrid, Odegaard. Now, the arrival of Odegaard is not a signing. Odegaard is more like a loan player. He just finished his loan and he's back to Real Madrid. But I'm going to add him as a new signing, because he's coming to the team for the fresh season, and also he's bringing in some much experience and also what he learned from the other team. So it's going to be like a new signing to me. Real Madrid haven't signed that much players this season, but the arrival of Odegaard is going to be very beneficial to them because they've been able to. They've taken out Gary Bale out of the team. They've taken Rodriguez out of the team. Ceballos out of the team. So Odegaard arriving into the team is going to be very important because he's more like an attacking midfielder. And having Toni Kroos and Modric, you can't rely on them because of their old age and their aging. So you cannot rely much on them to play 38 games in a season for you, including Champions League and cup matches. So having Odegaard among this group of players is going to be very important. And the likes of Valverde too will be in the team, and he's going to be very important to the team in terms of creating chances and also controlling the tempo of the game and goal scoring. So I think Odegaard is going to be Real Madrid's best signing, even though he's not a new signing. Tottenham Reguilon. I hope I mentioned the name right because these names are so difficult to mention. But now Tottenham have brought in a few couple of players. They've brought back Gary Bale. They've brought in Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. They've brought in very decent players. Are players who are very good. Have been good for their respective clubs since they left. But I think the signing of Reguilon is going to be one of Tottenham's best signings because since Danny Rose, Tottenham have not had a very decent and reliable left back. They had to play Davies there, but they've had that much issues playing Davies there. But I think Reguilon is going to be one of Tottenham's best signings this season with his style of play in terms of going forward and coming back. Is going to be very beneficial to them. He has the pace to go forward and come back, and playing on the same wings with the likes of Son, Lucas Moura, Gareth Bale is going to be very beneficial. And having Harry Kane up front, I think this season Reguilon is going to be one of Tottenham's best signing or the league's best signing. Alright, so that's it with the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Who do you think will be your club's best signing? Let us know in the comments below. And please try to follow our social media handles on Instagram. We are FootballDex1, on Twitter, FootballDex1, and also on Facebook we are FootballDex. So please try to follow us and also subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that others, and also share the video, let others see the video. And I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of this month. I know you guys can do it. You guys can help me. Please try to subscribe, share it, and also let us know your comments about the video. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next time with another video.